single year. That means that either you are making money or you're losing money. Are there any owners on this call tonight that are sacrificing time with your family, draining that credit card, going into debt just to break even? Or the whole goal to make money? Is the whole goal to have financial freedom for your family? Okay?
This experience has been incredible. Joy has literally changed my life. When I first met her, I had a whole career that I was stuck, I was lost, but being a part of this program has really given me not only the structure to become a business owner myself, but it's given me the confidence to do it and do it well. I'm having an absolute ball. I have my beautiful husband here to support me, to be my production assistant, and to really get me comfortable with being the new woman that I've become.
So tonight we're going to first go over your business structure, a nice, simple way of structuring your business. Now, who feels like business structure has to be complicated? I do teach in a different class, Advanced Business Structure Strategies, but tonight I want to give everyone a simple way of forming and structuring their business. So, do I have any besties on the Zoom tonight that are running their business, but it's either a sole proprietor or a DBA? Like, you haven't formed your LLC, you haven't formed your corporation, you don't feel like you're big enough. So tonight we have a candle company on the call tonight. So let's say I have Joyce Candles and I am running it as a sole proprietor. I have some kind of what's in a candle? Wax? Let me think about something. Okay, I have an employee that works for me and she slips and falls and breaks her neck. I had some issues with my foundation, so I was actually found negligent, so workers' comp didn't cover it. If she sues me and I lose the lawsuit, they're going to come knock on my door and take the money, the house, the car, all of my assets from me. We don't want that, okay? So the first thing you want to do is you want to separate you and your assets from the business by forming an LLC or a corporation. So the first thing you do is form the LLC, form the corporation. It separates you and your assets from the business. So when the employee slips and falls, you'll lose whatever the business had, but you won't lose your personal assets. This is called asset protection. Another reason why you want to have an LLC is going to make you look credible. It's going to make you look reliable, like a real business. Third, it's going to reserve your business name in the state that you are in. And then last but not least, your business can walk into the bank and get a line of credit, can get a loan, and it can also apply for business grants. Do I have any besties on this call tonight that has an LLC, but the LLC address is either a home address or an apartment or a P.O. box or a mailbox? We do not want to have a residential or a P.O. box address for our business because it makes us look like this, like we have the bonnet on our business. And as long as we're walking around like this, we are definitely not going to get any funding for our business, okay? So we want to take the bonnet off by making sure that we have what's called a business address. If you work from home, that's fine. You can just rent a business address by getting a virtual address. After you have your LLC and EIN, you then want to go ahead and get your EIN, your tax ID number. You also want to have a business bank account. After you have your LLC, EIN, business bank account, you want to file your LLC annual report. That's going to be the actual report with your Secretary of State that keeps your LLC active. Even if you're not using your LLC, you're going to need it. Now, is there anyone that is running multiple businesses out of one LLC? You may have one LLC and 2 and 3 DBAs. Let me show you why we don't want to do that. So if I have Joy's Candles, and then I am going to start my barbershop, but I'm going to get a DBA. I'm going to run my barbershop out of my Candle LLC, and I'm going to wait until the barbershop makes money, and then I'm going to form my LLC. Well, if someone were to slip and fall at the barbershop and break their neck, and it's more than what my insurance is for, they're going to sue me, and my LLC has to pay that judgment. They're going to take the cash flow from the barbershop, but they're also going to take the cash flow from the candle shop and the assets from the candle shop. Well, you're going to say, well, the candle shop ain't got nothing to do with the barbershop, and you're correct. But when you combine both businesses in one entity, you're also combining liability. So we don't want that. So every single business you have needs to have its own separate LLC or corporation. Every single business you have needs to be its own business entity, its own LLC, its own corporation. Now, do we have any besties that have any assets? We may own some trademarks, some vehicles, some property. We don't want to own the asset and operate the business out of the same LLC. So we have a real estate company that's called tonight. If I have Joy's Rentals and I own 2 duplexes, I don't want to own the duplex and do business with the same LLC. If I have a tenant who sues me and I lose the lawsuit, they can come take the property and sell it to satisfy that judgment. We don't want that. So you want to separate your LLC, your operating LLC, from the assets by using what's called a holding company. The holding company will own the asset. There will be a lease agreement between these two, and every single month the operating LLC will pay the holding company a lease fee to use the asset. So if a lawsuit were to happen, I may lose the cash flow from the business, but I won't lose my asset. I can still restructure, release out my asset, and keep the cash flow going. Now, there are some contracts that we need to run our business. Number 1 is going to be an operating agreement. That's going to be the contract for the business. It's going to govern how the business is going to be ran. It's also just called a corporate formality, meaning you just need to have it. The next contract is going to be a copyright transfer agreement. This contract allows you to own your logos, your photos, your videos. Copyright rules, whoever creates the content owns the content. So if I have any OGs on this call tonight, several years ago, there was a rapper named Cameron, and he had a picture taken of him from the paparazzi of him in a pink hooded jacket. And the picture was really popular. So a couple years ago, Cameron decides to bring this picture out and start printing it on shirts and selling it. The paparazzi was like, hold on, Cameron, pump your brakes. You can't sell that picture. That picture is my picture. And Cameron was like, but it's of me. I can do what I want to do with this picture. And Cameron had to cut the paparazzi a check because, no, you can't do what you want with the picture because you didn't take the picture. So if you want to own your logos, your photos, your videos, you need to have the person who is doing them sign a copyright transfer agreement. The next contract you want is going to be an NDA or a non-disclosure agreement. Think of this as like a confidentiality agreement. Anything you don't want said or done or known about in your business needs to be in an NDA. So if you have employees that are around your vendor list, your customer list, your trade secrets, your recipes, your formulas, we do not want them spreading that information around. Several years ago, an employee of Coca-Cola got a meeting with an employee of Pepsi and tried to sell Pepsi Coca-Cola's formula. You don't want to fire an employee and they mad and then they go give your client list to your biggest competition. So screenshot this slide right here. Here is going to be your basic business structure, your LLC EIN, business address, business bank account, annual report, operating agreement, and copyright transfer agreement.
Business funding stuff. I've gotten into some stuff, I've got some partnerships and things. But I said, you know what? I started asking him how his business was structured. What does he have? Does he have a holding company? It's out of Wyoming. I think I saw Raina say that earlier. But then his assets are in the holding company. So I'm like doing a little cut thing like Joy. I'm like, this is working. So then I started talking about his social media and like how he needs to get on IG. And I need to myself to get on there. I'm on Facebook all day, but everything that it's like it worked. Everything I just did exactly what was said on these first 2 days, and it worked. And he signed.
Now, who already has their business but they don't have consistent sales? Some months you make money, other months you don't make money. Or you have your product, you have your service, but you don't understand how to market it. You think you have to have a big social media following. You got to have a lot of money to market your business. Well, let's break down how do we market our business. Number one, you want to break down what problem does your business solve? What problem does your business solve? Every business solves a problem. The problem does not have to be life or death. So the problem that McDonald's solves is if you want some convenient food, they got you. So ask yourself, number one, what problem does my business solve? Number two, who is the perfect person or persons for my product or service? Who's my ideal client? If you were hiking in the desert, it's Las Vegas, it's 110 degrees, you forgot your canteen, you're about to pass out, and then I show up and I'm trying to sell you this bottle of water, but it's $10. Let me know in the comments, are you going to negotiate my price? Or are you going to say, girl, give me two? Are you going to negotiate my price? Or are you going to say, girl, give me two? You're going to say, girl, give me two because you're dying of thirst. That means that you're my target audience. So you want to ask yourself, who is the perfect person or persons for my product and or service? Next, you want to figure out whoever is that perfect person, where do they hang out at? Where are they? And you go put your business right there. When I first started my law practice back in 2006, I'm a little old, I had to start doing criminal law because I left an asset protection law firm. But back in 2006, nobody was checking for LLCs, holding companies. So I actually started doing criminal law. So I asked myself, where are the real criminals at? Where is someone that can pay me $15,000, $20,000 retainer and I ain't got to worry about grandma's check, no payment plan, none of that. So I went to the number one strip club in Houston because I said, what's happening at the strip club? Prostitution, possession with the intent to distribute, assault and battery, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So once you know what problem you solve, then you know who's your perfect customer. Then you want to know, where does your perfect customer hang out at? In your business, your pop-up shop, your ad should be right there. So now we're just picking up money quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now, besides knowing the problem you solve, who your target audience is, we also want to have a clean website and clean social media, meaning if my brand colors are red and white, I shouldn't have blue, green, and purple on my website or social media. You also want to make sure that we have simple to understand language. No big industry words, no big complicated words, because a confused buyer doesn't buy. So if a person hops on your website, hops on your social media, but doesn't understand what you do, they're hopping off and going to someone down the street that has less qualifications, a lower quality product, but they understand the marketing. We also want to have a nice, clean business social media. So, yes, you can promote your business on your personal page, but you and Tuki may have been two-stepping this week, and you want to have a separate page for the business just in case, you're applying for a grant, you're applying for funding, and they look you up. They're looking at a nice professional social media page. Now, how many of you guys already have the business, or you have $1 million idea up here, but you're waiting for the perfect time to start your business? You're waiting for life to stop lifing. You're ready to get a 900 credit score to get all the funding you need so then you can get everything you want for your business. We need to adopt the philosophy of make money by Monday. Make money by Monday, meaning we want to go sell our product today to go get what's called proof of concept. Proof that somebody besides my mama, sister, cousin, and them want the product. Here's the thing, though. You're going to look a little bootleg in the beginning. I don't care how much money you have. A business is always going to need more. So, you got to be okay with looking a little bootleg in the beginning, knowing that as my business grows, I'm going to make it prettier later. Has anyone ever gone to a restaurant? It may have been in an urban area with bars on the window. Nobody's wearing a uniform. You're not even checking for the health inspection score because you know they haven't passed it. They don't even sell branded drinks. They have red Kool-Aid and grape Kool-Aid. But that fried chicken is off the chain. That macaroni and cheese, they're going to slap your mama. Them yams, thebomb.com. When your product or service is A1, when your product or service is that blue magic, people look past the fact that you said DM me. People look past the fact that you're mobile. They look past the fact that you said cash at me instead of having a point of sale system. So you want to make sure that you're getting your product out there now. We can make it prettier later. So I don't just run my mouth. I practice what I preach. Here is my hair boutique. I first started selling hair extensions back in 2008. And back in 2008, the girls was wearing pack hair still, and the big brand was called Indie Remy. And they had a big, long blue box. So I put my money in my inventory and my packaging. And I sold my extensions on my law office conference room table. Bootleg. When you got the flyer saying, come to Creme de Creme Hair, when you got there, on the door it said the Hunt Law Group. Bootleg. But when you saw my product, it mirrored the big boys. And so I'm selling it, I'm selling it, I'm selling it, I'm selling it. I'm taking the cash flow from the sales to then reinvest in the business. And then I go and invest in commercial real estate. Now I know the streets want my product. A lot of times people do it backwards. They wait to start the business to get all the funding in the world. Then when they start the business, they don't really know what they're doing. They spend all their money on things they think they need. And then once they get their groove, once they know what's working, we're now out of money. But we got all this debt. We got these credit card bills, this line of credit, this loan. Then you got your house bills, you got the business bills, your sales inconsistent, you don't know how to market, you don't know how to sell, you spent all your time getting the business started, and then you looked around to find the customer button to push to make all the customers run to your website or run to your brick and mortar. You can't find the button. Now you're stressed. Now you got migraines. Now you got tension headaches. Now you cussing and fussing at home. Now them kids come out of private school. The luxury cars being turned in. Now we're packing up from the dream house, going back to live with our mama. For my experienced entrepreneurs, type monkey in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. That's what I call the monkey around your neck. That's that stress. That's that stress. Now you're in divorce court and bankruptcy court, all because you did business the wrong way. So we're not going to exhaust all our resources just trying to get open. We're not going to focus on looking perfect. We're going to focus on just getting the product out however we can to go get proof of concept. Proof that somebody besides my mama, sister, cousin, and them want my product. Once you have proof of concept, once you have customers buying your product, they're going to bring what's called cash flow. Cash flow. We're not going to take that cash flow and go to Gucci. We're not going to go that cash flow and go to Louis. We're going to take that cash flow and reinvest it into our business and make it prettier later. So when I first started my hair extension company, I didn't want to waste money on commercial property in case nobody wanted my hair extension. So I sold it out of my law office conference room, bootleg. But when your product is A1, when your product is the bomb.com, people look past the fact that you're a little bootleg in the beginning. Once I have proof of concept, now I go invest in commercial property, Galleria area, Houston, Texas, and go get commercial property and have my hair boutique. Go make money by Monday. You can make money. Go make money by Monday. You can make it prettier later. Here's my dealership. I did not have enough money to have the location, to have the cars, and to have $10,000 signs. So I put my money in the location and in the vehicles, and I had banner signs, bootleg. But after a year, I'm selling cars like candy bars. I now have $10,000 signs at the front door and all around with palm trees. Go make money by Monday. We can make it prettier later. Here's my website. When I first started, I just told you that my mama paid my rent February 2022 when that soon-to-be ex-husband took all the money out of our accounts. I went on YouTube University and figured out how to make a Canva website. Y'all can say you're bootleg. She looked busted and disgusted, but I had to have a website to sell my grant bundle. Once I start making money, I then go invest in a graphic designer and go get a real website made. Make money by Monday. You can make it prettier later.
Hi, I just want to say that my time with Joy and her mentorship programs has been life-changing. I saw her on Instagram and came so that I could get some clarity and put some structure to the business ideas that I had. Not only have I gotten structure for that, but it's really opened up an expansive idea that I never would have had I not spent time with her. Her ability to look at you while you speak and give you what's inside of you, she just pulls it out, and it is incredible. Her teaching is amazing. It's very easy to follow. It's been fantastic.
Now, who needs to get money for their business? Who needs to get money for their business but they don't want to go into debt? Business grants are a great way of getting debt-free money into your business. The applications are going to be simple online to fill out. There is no credit check. There is no limit to how many you can apply for, and you don't have to pay the money back. You got to have an active LLC, EIN, business bank account. But to make your business stand out, I recommend having a branded email address, info@yourbusinessname.com, customer service @yourbusinessname.com. Do any besties here have a Gmail account for their business email? We do not want to have a Gmail account, an AOL, a Yahoo. All of those are considered personal email addresses. So if we have a Gmail account for our business, this is what your business looks like. You have the bonnet on your business. We don't want that. So go to GoDaddy.com, get your domain name, and then you can get a branded email address. We also want to have our own separate social media for the business. Now, the number one reason why you don't get approved grants is that we're asking for the wrong thing. We're not going to talk about our business negatively. We are not going to ask for things that are not going to make us money. So ask yourself, what does my business need in the next 30 days to make money, and go ask for that. If you having an actual brick and mortar and no longer being mobile will make you more money, ask for rent. If having certain type of equipment, inventory will make you more money, ask for that. Ask for what's going to make you more money in 30 days. Now, for those of y'all who are like, well, where do I get business grants from? I have a business grant bundle on my website. It's only $99. I'm going to give you the link to over 900 business grants. The list is going to be updated every single month, and you have lifetime access. You can just Google business grants. You can go to your Secretary of State's website. You can go to a website like helloalice.com, skip.com, grantwatch.gov, and they have nothing but grants on there all day, every day. Now, here is a sample grant application for those who don't say, but I'm too busy. I don't have time to fill out a grant application. Well, who can use $2,950 for free? Here's the application for the Galaxy of Star Grants. The Galaxy of Star Grants. They want your first and last name, your zip code, your ethnicity, your gender, your business status. You want one or you have a business. So you can actually have a no business and get this money. And they're going to ask for your gender. That's it. So, the Galaxy of Star Grants. This grant's going to be due on September 30th. And it's going to be for $2,950. Now, due to time, I'm about to speed through business credit. Business credit is going to be establishing credit solely in your business EIN. We're going to first get a Dun & Bradstreet number or a DUNS number. We're then going to go use that DUNS number and buy certain accounts, certain trade lines with certain companies that will report our payments to the Business Credit Bureau. There are 3 different business credit bureaus. Dun & Bradstreet is the largest one. And your business credit score on Dun & Bradstreet is going to be called your Paydex score. So your personal credit score is called your FICO score. Your business credit score is called your Paydex score. And you want to shoot for an 80 Paydex score. In order to get business credit, you have to buy certain trade lines in a certain order. If you skip the order, you're going to get denied. The order is going to go, think of it like school, elementary school, junior high, and then high school. So you have your tier 1 vendors, then you have your tier 2 or store credit card vendors, then you have your tier 3 or your cash card vendors, then you have tier 4, which we walk into the bank and getting a loan or a line of credit. And we have to go in this order in order to get approved.
And Joy called me Amex Aaron. I literally never thought that I would have an Amex like right now. I'm going through some credit repair stuff. I still got a loan on credit repair that I have to pay off in 2 years or so. I never thought that I would be able to go to the big boy of America.
Now, who is interested in making money in their sleep? Who's ever heard of selling a digital product? Who's ever bought a digital product? You bought a course, an ebook, a planner, a checklist. So a digital product is just something that you make, but we deliver it via the email. So you can make something on what you already know. Type in the comments something that you already know. John, I do not send anything out. You have to stay and watch it, baby. I don't do replays. I do not do slides. I'm sorry, John. Okay, so we got a counseling service. Bam, Latanya. How many people need help with counseling? How many people need help getting over their traumas? We got the holidays coming up. How many holidays trigger something in someone? So she could do an ebook on, handling your trauma if she was a counselor that dealt with that kind of expertise. If you and your ex-spouse are divorced, but you have a great co-parenting relationship, how many people would love to have a great co-parenting relationship with their child's other parent? There is a girl out here killing it, just teaching people how to use Microsoft Excel. There's a hairstylist out here killing it, just teaching people how to style and mold short hair. So ask yourself, what do I already know that somebody else would know? Or has anyone overcame anything? Has anyone overcome anxiety, depression, weight loss? When you lose weight and you go to work, you go to school, what happens? Ooh, King, you look good. Ooh, sis, you look amazing. What you do? And for free, you go run your mouth and say, oh, I was on Ozempic. I walked 10,000 steps. I was on keto. You tell them exactly what you did for free. Why not bundle it up in an ebook and sell it? Now, for those who are going to say, well, I don't know anything, let me know, can you sell a done-for-you digital product? This right here is going to be an ebook. All the information is already written and done. All you have to do is add a picture for the cover. Give it a title. So add a picture here, give it a title, and then put your name right there. If you have 10 seconds to do that, give me a me in the comments. If you can go find you a picture, think of a title and put your name at the bottom, give me a me in the comments. That's how simple it is to really work done for you digital products. Now, I like to break things down so that a monkey can understand. So who could use an extra $1,000 a month? Maybe to pay off some bills, pay for a nanny, pay for a little birthday trip. $1,000 a month is just $250 a week. $250 a week is just going to be $35 a day. If you sold an ebook for $29, you only got to sell 2 ebooks today to make an extra $1,000 a month. Give me an I can do it in the chat. If you can sell 2 ebooks on information that you already know, you don't have to go back to school, don't have to work that night shift, don't have to get any more certification to make an extra $1,000 a month. Now, some of y'all may be like, well, girl, that's good, but I got some big bills. Who got some big bills? Like, girl, $1,000 ain't really about to do nothing for me. Well, how about $5,000? $5,000 is just $1,250 a week. That's it. That's it. If you sold a course on what you already know for $99, you only got to sell 2 courses a day to make an extra $5,000 a month in your sleep. As you're working your 9 to 5. As you're at your kid's soccer game. As you're at your daughter's volleyball game. It's just extra money. An extra $1,000 a month is going to be an extra $12,000 for the year. That could be a good savings account. That could be some down payment for a home. $5,000 a month is going to be $60,000 for the year. That could be retiring yourself from your 9 to 5. That could be paying your kids to work the business and have to go out into the real world. So however you want to do this, digital products is a great way of making money. This is what saved me and my son. This right here. This saved me and my son.
Hi, I'm Mario Ducre. I've spent over $150,000 on different programs, business programs, and mentorships. But until I found Joy's, I didn't know what I was missing. She's got everything in one package. I don't have to have one thing over here and another thing over there. Joy's been able to give me everything that I've ever wanted. Right now, I can do the business that I want to do, but I've got Joy's magic. She was able to help me see what God has in me and how it can get out of me, because God's created me for a special purpose, and Joy's helping to bring that out of me. Not only with me, but also with my wife. So my loving partner that I have with me, Joy has brought us even closer together. So I'm excited about what the future holds.
So if you learned something new today about how you're going to structure your business, give me a bank in the comments. If you learned how you're going to make money by Monday and to start your business, give me a bank in the comments. If you understand now how we're going to apply for business grants, give me a bank in the comments. Now, I know I went over a lot of information, right? I hate going on a webinar, and it's just nothing but fluff and pictures and So I know I threw the kitchen and the bathroom sink at y'all tonight. How to get a lot of information out in a short period of time. So who would like more information? Who would like to maybe go over this a little longer? Maybe be able to ask questions. To be able to understand, I get what you're saying, but how do I implement these things for me? How do I structure my business? How should I be applying for business grants? What digital products should I be selling? So I am having I still haven't changed my dates. Angelina, tell me to change my dates, please, team. I'm having a 5-day business challenge, October 20th. I know it says September 8th. October 20th. I'm out of order. October 20th. Where I'm going to take each of these concepts and break them down every single day. It's going to be from 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern time, and it will be recorded. Do I have your permission to explain to you what's inside my 5-day business challenge? And if you stay till the end, you will get my September grant list of $130,000 of grants you can apply for in September. So you're going to get my bank ready business blueprint, the same blueprint I have used for the past 20 years, building 7-figure brick and mortar businesses. So first you're going to get my business funding training. You're going to learn my 6-step secret sauce formula to win business grants with no prior grant writing experience. You're going to learn how to establish business credit that is solely in your business EIN, separate from your personal credit. We're going to have live funding, so you're going to leave with credit cards for your business on day 1. And you're going to learn how to use AI software to fix your credit. Next, you're going to get my advanced business structure training. Here, you're going to learn exactly what you need to do to legally start your business and to run your business. So that, all of our I's are dotted, all of our T's are crossed. So if you haven't started, you have the correct foundation. If you've already started and you're out of order, you're going to learn how to fix the mistakes you've made. No one's perfect. How to fix the mistakes you made. But we're going over everything. Everything. What state to form your LLC in, anonymous LLCs, foreign LLCs, holding companies, parent companies, trusts, how to pay yourself, how to pay taxes, how to get your bank accounts, how to get your registered agent, how to amend incorrect information, should you be an S Corp, all of the things regarding business structure we're going to go over. Next, you're going to get my marketing, social media, and digital products training. Who feels like I wanted to start a business, but they already have so many people in this field? Or I've started my business, but I can't make any sales because it's so overcrowded. But when you go to the grocery store, you go down the bread aisle, is there just one brand of bread? Or is there a variety of brands of bread at the grocery store? There's a variety of different brands of bread in the grocery store. Your job is just to stand out from all the rest. So I'm going to teach you how to make your business stand out. I'm also going to teach you how to make your social media page findable to strangers. We are not going to have a 6 or 7-figure business selling to our mama, sister, cousin, and them. They are not going to support us, period. So we're going to get rich off of strangers. I'm going to show you how to make your social media page findable with not a lot of followers, without being an influencer. Next, you're going to learn how do you attract your ideal client. What are the things you say and do that make the perfect customer, the customer that's dying for your product, dying for your service, isn't about to negotiate your price, not going back and forth, no chargeback. Who is the perfect customer What are the things we do to get them to come right to our brick and mortar and right to our website? I'm then going to show you how to make $1,000 to $5,000 in your sleep by selling a digital product. Now, once I get you and your business to the bank, you may want to do something with the money. Is anyone interested in passing down generational wealth? Like, you don't want your kids, your grandkids, your niece and nephew have to get it out the mud how you did. Is anyone interested in learning how to buy a cash flowing business? Like, I don't want to really start the business. How do I buy a business that's already up and running and making money? Or how do you buy a cash flowing business with no money down? So you're going to have my cash buying and commercial real estate training from my business bestie, Ramel. Y'all may know him as the Mogul. He's going to teach us how to invest in commercial real estate, in self-storage, and how to buy a cash flowing business with no money down strategies. And then last but not least, you're going to get my residential real estate training. Who would like to have all their bills paid by the first of the month based on the rental income that's coming in? It has nothing to do with you clocking in, has nothing to do with you getting in your car, fighting traffic. It's just on the first, you are just good. I'm going to have Derek Boone come in and break down how do you find excellent, not good, excellent real estate deals and creative ways of funding those deals. So that is my 5-day business challenge, but I want to give some bonuses to those that get the VIP package. So for those that get the VIP package tonight, not only are you going to have the 5-day business challenge, you're going to have access to the replays for 30 days or 3 weeks. What is it? I think it's 3 weeks after the challenge. What is it, Angelina? Team, let me know. Is it what do I say? 3 weeks or 30 days? I think I say 3 weeks. Let me know, Angeline. Let me know. Thank you. 3 weeks. So you're going to get the 5-day challenge. It's going to be recorded. You can watch the replay for 3 weeks after the challenge. But you're also going to have access to my Telegram group to be able to network with other like-minded individuals. We're going to have our VIP networking night on Sunday. Whoop, whoop, where I'll be able to be here on a Zoom with you guys and answer your questions. We're going to meet an hour early Monday through Friday. Okay? At 8 p.m. Eastern time, you can ask me any question regarding your business. You're also going to get those 3 contracts we talked about today, the copyright transfer agreement to own your logo, photos, and videos, your LLC operating agreement, and your NDA, your non-disclosure agreement. You're also going to get all of the trade lines you need to establish business credit. So if you're tired of always carrying your business on your back, being a personal guarantor, I'm going to teach you how to establish business solely in your business EIN. And then last but not least, to make money by Monday, we're going to have our Done For You ebook to sell. So those who get the VIP ticket tonight, your fast action bonus is going to be a strategy call with me or my team. So some of you guys are like, I'm trying to get to my point from point A to point B, not now, but right now. I need the quick way to get to my goals. So my team's going to have a call with you to figure out, how can we get to your goals the quickest? So once again, you're going to get my business funding training, my business structure training, my social media and digital products, my cash flow and commercial real estate, and my residential real estate training, all for just $52 if you use Klarna, or just $297. And here are the tickets. The 5-day challenge is $97. If you want the 5-day challenge and the bonuses, it's just $297 when you use the coupon code GET2BANK. So you have 2 options. Option number 1 is to go down this road alone. Continue to be on YouTube University, ChatGPT University, trying to figure this thing out, wasting time, wasting money, wasting opportunity. Or you can just come get with me and stop playing. Get with me and stop playing and have me hold your hand as we get to the bank. So I am going to actually pull up the website. We do have payment plans available. We have Affirm and we have Klarna. Give me a ready in the comments when y'all are ready, because I don't want to drop the link until everyone is ready, because the fast action bonuses are going to go first. So let me know when y'all are ready, because I want you guys to get all the bonuses, be able to book your discovery call, be able to get to the bank quick, fast, and in a hurry. So team, if you can go on ahead and drop the link. If you can go on ahead and drop the link. I am going to share my screen. So when you get to the website, it's going to look like this. You want to hit join the challenge. You have your 2 options for your tickets. When you come over here, you want to enter your information. You also want to hit the coupon code Get to Bank, but all in caps. And then hit apply, and that's going to take $100 off your ticket. Let me do it again. Right here it says a coupon, GET, the number 2, then BANK, and then hit apply, and it takes $100 off your ticket. And then you can go through PayPal, you can go through Venmo, you can just, go through other payment methods to be able to get your ticket. So my team is dropping the link. Once you get your ticket, I need you to join the Facebook group, join the Telegram group, get on the calendar to book your discovery call, and then comment in the chat, I'm in. Comment in the chat, I'm in. Okay, let me see. Who is this? Instagram, you can comment challenge and the link will come to you. TikTok, you got to click that first link in my bio, and then you want to choose the 5-day challenge. So Instagram, you can comment challenge or click the first link in my bio for 5-day business challenge and get the ticket. TikTok, YouTube, click that first link in my bio for challenge. Okay, Shahira is in. Congratulations, Shahira. Let me know in the comments, why did you join? Jay is in. Congratulations, Jay. Let me know in the comments, why did you join? John, look right underneath your comment. My team dropped the link again. Hassan is in. Congratulations, Hassan. Let me know in the comments why you joined. Okay, John, you want to click this link underneath your comment. The link that says seeatthebankchallenge.com. Then, you guys, for the payment plans, you want to come where the credit cards are. We have Klarna and we have, Afterpay. We have Klarna and Afterpay. We also have Google Pay and Amazon Pay. So you have multiple card options for you to use along with Venmo and PayPal. So Klarna, when you go to Klarna, you are going to fill out your information. It's not going to run your credit. They're going to give you what your options are. And then once you choose your option, then it will do a soft pull. Same with Afterpay. You're going to enter your information. And then it will tell you what your monthly options are to be able to finance this ticket. So, coupon code goes right here. Get to bank. Hit apply. It's going to mark the ticket down to $297. And then you have your PayPal, you have Pay Later, you have your Venmo, you have your cards, you got your Cash App. Afterpay and Klarna will then be the payment plan options. Afterpay and Klarna. Okay, Leticia is in. Congratulations, Leticia. Let me know in the comments why you joined. Let me know in the comments why you joined. So one great thing about the challenge is that you're going to be in a community with other business besties. I believe wholeheartedly that you got to have some kind of team around you. So I'm like a little dinosaur. I've been an entrepreneur since 2006. I'm a little dinosaur, right? So back in my day, there was no mentorship, right? There was no community. You got to just come out here and fail your way to the top and take all those licks, right? Where now I can foster a community of like-minded individuals so that as you're going on this journey, you have someone who thinks like you, someone's going through the same thing, can understand what you're going through, is going to keep you on target, like an accountability partner. The next reason why this challenge is thebomb.com, because if you feel like you learned something for free, imagine what the paid information is going to be about. If you got some takeaways from tonight's free class, imagine what the paid class is teaching. Valerie is in. Congratulations, Val. So basically, you're going to learn everything you need to structure your business, not just structure it so that you can have funding and asset protection. We're also going to break down how you're going to market, how you're going to have consistent sales, more month than money. Some of y'all do not know what you need to do to have consistent sales. So when you make sales, you don't know how to duplicate what you're doing that's working. Some of you guys just think marketing is, holding up this picture. This is not going to sell anything. So I'm going to break down my method of how do you get your target audience, your group to your website. Get them to your brick and mortar. You're also going to learn how to make a digital product, how to make $1,000 to $5,000 a month in your sleep by selling a digital product. This can just be some mailbox money, some put up money. This can just be, just in case money. But my goal is to teach as many people as possible how to be financially independent of a person and of a job. Be financially independent of a person and of a job. I'm not saying quit your job. I don't preach that. Everyone is not meant for full-time entrepreneurship. Everyone doesn't want full-time entrepreneurship. There is nothing wrong with having a 9-to-5. There is nothing wrong with having your 9-to-5 fund your dream. Nothing wrong. You will never ever hear me put down a person who works a 9-to-5. They got them a steady paycheck and some benefits. However, in the times that we are in, there is literally no such thing as job security. Businesses are closing left and right. The government is shutting down. They're talking about having another government shutdown. It's just like right now, things is real fugazi. So just in case when you went to work on Monday and they said, hey girl, hey king, we're going to let you go because the business is closing down. You want to make sure that you have a way to at least pay that mortgage. We have a way to at least keep the lights on. We may not be able to do it how we used to do it, but we can at least have enough money to pay these bills. So I'm trying to make sure that everyone is financially independent of a person and of a job. The next thing you're going to get in my 5-day business challenge is going to be confidence. You're going to have a morning meeting with my mindset coach, because in order for me to change your money, I got to change your mind. I got to have you really believe that you can live the life of your dreams. That you deserve it. You deserve it. And the only way to change your money is to change your mind. So as I expose you to other things, other ways of doing things, so you'll number one will know I'm running my business correctly, perfect, or I'm running my business out of order. Here's how I fix. We're going to all have the foundation as to how do I legally run my business so I don't have an issue, and then how do I run my business to be able to be profitable. Okay, Vita Green is in. Let me know in the comments why you joined, Vita. John Mooney is in. Congratulations. Let me know in the comments why you joined, John. Spring is in. Hey, Spring girl. Let me know in the comments why you joined, Spring. Felice is in. Congratulations. Let me know in the comments why you joined, Felice. So, another reason why my 5-day business challenge is thebomb.com, because you're never going to do any challenge out there that's going to over deliver like mine. Type over deliver in the comments if you feel like for these last 60 minutes you got a lot of real information, some real meat. Like you can actually go take these gems and go do something this week with them. I am a firm believer of over-delivering. I'm a firm believer of over-delivering. That's how I market. I get to this in the challenge, but when you're marketing, you have to also be able to overcome all the obstacles, right? So what are the obstacles that someone has in getting into your industry? And you got to address the obstacle. You can't just act like the elephant isn't in the room. So for example, type in the comments, what are some objections or obstacles that people have when it comes to buying a course online? What's the reserve? Like, why do people not want to buy an online course besides the funds? Let me see. Is TikTok, y'all have anything? One of the main reasons people have is that is fake. The person, thank you, John. It's a scam. The person doesn't know what they're talking about. The person just made this up or blah, blah, blah. So in marketing, which I would teach this in our challenge, we have to overcome the obstacles in our marketing. We got to just hit them dead on. So what do y'all see behind me? I know I got this little blur thing on, but what do y'all see behind me? I purposely, unless I'm traveling, I always do my Zooms in my office, because behind me on this office is going to be Louisiana law license and Texas law license. I got my law licenses right here behind me. So the whole entire time, I don't have to scream, I'm an attorney, I'm an attorney, I'm an attorney. The law licenses are sitting right here behind me. So when I do my challenge, when we get to marketing, I'm going to show you how you can overcome the objections just in how you show up, so that a person feels confident that you are the one for me. You are the one to do my hair. You are the one to buy my clothes from. You are the one to fix my credit. So for all of my courses, for all of my webinars, for all of my challenges, I always over deliver. Why? People think I'm about to put this date on my calendar. I'm about to come on here. They're going to talk for 30 minutes about them and how wonderful they are and show all these accolades. And they're going to give you a couple nuggets that you either already knew or you could have Googled. And then they want you, if you want the good stuff, you got to come pay me, right? So I market by doing the complete opposite. You can leave here today and go make something shake. I've given you enough nuggets to go make something shake. But if you really want some more, then you got to pay to get more. But I gave you something, so when you left 60 minutes with joy, it wasn't in vain. These are all different ways of marketing, all different ways as to how does your brand stand out in a crowded industry? What makes you different? Oh, baby, she's always going to be on time. Her food is always consistent. She's always on time for the salon. Her Airbnbs are always clean. So I'm going to break down how do you market for your industry. Another reason why you're going to be missing out if you don't get this challenge is because I am going to bamboozle you to really believe in yourself. I'm going to really have you believe that you can really obtain anything in this life because you can. Patricia is in. Let me know, Patricia, why did you join, girl? In order to change your money, you have to change your mind. But if my ad said, hey guys, I want to improve your confidence and really make you just dream big, click the link right here and join my Dream Bigger class. Let me know in the comments, Zoom, are y'all coming to class? Or would y'all have clicked on the ad? Or would y'all have just skipped past me? If my ad said, I'm going to change your mindset, increase your confidence, and make you feel like you can overcome anything, are you clicking on the ad or are you going to bypass it? 9 out of 10, y'all going to bypass. Like, girl, whatever. Girl, whatever. Girl, whatever. Girl, whatever. So besides learning everything as to how to get to the bank, it's not going to do you anything if when life throws you a Mike Tyson blow, you just give up. I got a flat tire. I just can't be an entrepreneur. I made a mistake and this business closed. I mean, I can never start another business again. I'm just a failure. I gotta change all of that because it's not the plays I gave you. It's not what you're going to learn. It's can you implement what you learned when life is throwing you Mike Tyson blows, when everything is going wrong. When you feel like your back's against the wall, can you keep on going and work the plan? Plan the work, work the plan. Plan the work the plan. So it's more than just structure and funding and marketing. It's like I gotta rebuild the entire person. So in the mornings, we'll have an accountability call with my mindset coach to make sure that we're just together up here. How many of y'all know y'all need this, but you scared? Like, I need to do this, but we got that but. But what if it don't work out? What if it this? What if it that? What if it this? It's like, I want to execute, but I'm scared. Maybe you already had maybe you already had a business that failed and you don't want to go down that road again. Some of y'all may be scared. So here's my thing. Y'all gotta just like Nike says, you gotta just do it. You gotta do it alone. You gotta do it scared. You gotta do it broke. You got to just do it. You got to just do it. Just do it. Some of y'all have been dreaming about this business. Like every time you wake up, every time you go to bed, God keeps putting the vision on you. You keep talking yourself out because you are looking at your current situation. And God is saying, baby, I didn't say I was going to give you the desires of what your bank statement says. I said I'm going to give you the desires of your heart. So stop looking at that bank account and judging yourself or dreaming based on that number because it can change tomorrow. It can change tomorrow. We're going to have fun, y'all. But I'm going to have my foot right here on your neck because we are leaving this week with implementing something. So once you get in, once you join the Facebook group, once you join the Instagram group, join the Facebook group, join the Telegram group, book your discovery call, then go check your email to make sure you receive the email correspondence. My team is sending over a link for the portals to join. And yeah, for VIP, you're going to get Facebook, Telegram, a portal login, and the Zoom link. And then for general admission, you're going to get the Facebook group. So make sure you guys join all those, then check your spam folder to make sure you receive the email. Vita wants to join because she wants to finally structure her business to be credible and out in these business streets. How many of y'all are riding dirty? How many of y'all got the bonnet on your head? You got your home address linked to your business address, or you're using a P.O. box or an apartment complex. How many of y'all using Gmail? And you done took 10 masterminds and 2 one-on-ones, and you buying everyone's program. You understand when you can't get funding? You can't get funding because you have the bonnet on your business. You can't get funding because you're not structured like a real business. It's real bootleg. Not because you trying to be bootleg, but because you just didn't know. But here's the thing. In business, there is no, oh, you didn't know, no problem. So I'm gonna break down everything that you need to know so you can look like a real, legally structured business. Okay, let's see. Who else do we have? I joined because I know what's Patricia saying. Patricia says, I joined because I know you can take me to the bank. I first heard you speaking while I was attending the Credit Hacks with Dion in August. Hey, Miss Patricia, sure can get you to the bank. Now, let me tell you what you're going to get that you can't get nowhere else. Let me go ahead and toot my own horn. Toot, toot. I am not about to teach any information that I learned at a mastermind. I'm not about to teach any information that I found on YouTube. I'm not about to teach no information that I Googled or Chat GPT'd. I have literally for the past 20 years been building brick and mortar businesses in various industries, salons, car dealerships, weight loss. I've made a lot of mistakes. I've made a lot of money. So I'm not telling you something that I think that's in theory. I'm telling you what I've learned, what I've done myself. So this process is tried, true, and tested. And I had to just do this back in 2022 when I had to start all the way over. When that soon-to-be ex-husband locked me out of our businesses and took all the money. Since February 2022, I'm from 9,000 social media followers to, I think I'm at 601,000. Ain't no paid followers, just using my techniques. So, if you're like, I want a real system, a real way as to how do I legally do all these things, give me the blueprint. You are going to get the blueprint and my 5-day business challenge. That I can guarantee. So, if anyone is still trying to check out, but you're on the screen, give me a 2 in the comment. I do not want to just log off and you're trying to get your ticket. Give me a 2 in the comment. Okay, I see you. I see you, Tanya. I see you, John. John, you done said you was in. John, why are you playing with me? You done roll. You in. You this. You that. John, why are you playing with me? Why are you playing with me? Okay, let's see. Who else is in? Who did I miss? Did I miss one earlier? But I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. I take everyone's business, baby, seriously. You're in great hands. I always lead with love, but my foot is going to be right here because after these 5 days, you're going to have to implement something. Okay, this is not going to be allowed to just do some rah and oh my gosh, we're going to have leave with something. Something's going to be done. Now, if you don't have a business, come as you are. You don't have to have a business. If you just want to have a business, but you don't know yet what you want to do, join this challenge. Join this challenge. Number 1, you're going to have the blueprint for everything you have to do whenever you start your business. Number 2, I'm going to expose you to other businesses. So you'll be able to see firsthand, do I like this? Do I like that? Do I like this? Do I like that? And then you'll be able to know exactly what kind of business you want to do. So just come. Don't form an LLC. Don't do nothing. Just come as you are. If you already have a business and you know that you're doing stuff out of order, please don't try to fix it. Just come hear what we're doing. And then once you learn the correct way of fixing it, then go fix it. Then go fix it. Okay, Nakia, the challenge that they're going to be October 20th. October 20th to I believe the 24th. It's going to be Monday through Friday. VIP gets another day on Saturday. I'm going to have some business besties come on Saturday. So we are going to be Sunday to Saturday. Danny is in. Congratulations, Danny. Let me know in the chat why you joined. Once you get your ticket, join the Facebook group, Telegram group, book your discovery call. Check your email for your email confirmation, and you are good to go. You are good to log off. I'm not teaching anything else. John, what issue are you having getting in? So I can see if my support team can help you. Let me know in the chat, John, what problem are you having getting your ticket? Leticia, check your email. You're going to get an email. It's going to have your login for the Telegram group. You have an email. It's going to have your login for the Facebook group and for your portal. Charlene, I do not do recordings. I do everything live. I'm trying to give you 110%, Charlene, 110%. But I do not sell my recording. I do not sell my slides. If you missed this class, I'm going to do another one on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll do another one on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, for those who said, ooh, girl, if you could have I just need some more time to pay. I get paid on Friday. Let me pull up my support phone number and email. If you want to email my team at support@cuatthebankuniversity.com, or if you want to text 817-883-4844 and just say, hold my ticket, my team will send you a link and they will hold your spot so that you can get this ticket at the same price. So for those like, oh, I just get paid next week. Can you wait, girl? I got you. I understand what it's like. But for those who are saying, can you wait? We got to make a promise. We got to make a promise to one another that this is going to be the last time that we have to, there's an opportunity that we can execute on to make us better that, we have to wait on. This is going to be the last time that there's going to be an opportunity come and we have to wait on it. John, what is the problem? What do you need, John Mooney? What issue are you having? So I can see if my team can help you. Let me know in the chat, what is the issue that you are having? You gonna type it in, John? Oh, Okay, I'm asking you, John, what issue do you have? If I miss anyone who joined, type your name in the comments, say I'm in. I want to shout everyone out. I want to shout everyone out. Okay, Carline, congratulations. Constance is in, congratulations. Kim is in, congratulations. Tanya is in, congratulations. Raven is in, congratulations. John, apply for financing. Try Klarna or try Affirm. Do Klarna and do Affirm. Give me a 2 if anyone is still trying to check out. Give me a 2 if anyone is still trying to check out. Jean is in. Congratulations. Let me know, y'all, in the chat why you joined. Let me know in the chat why you joined. Okay, Demi, I see you. I see you, Demi, with your 2. And I see you, Jonathan, with your 2. Vita, what's your Facebook name? Is it something that resembles your name or something totally different? Jean joined because I feel stuck in the process. Well, we're going to get you unstuck, Jean. We're going to get you unstuck. We're going to get you unstuck. Kim is ready to structure her hair salon business. I got you, Kim. I got you, girl. Carly wants to be financially free. Amen. We're going to have some fun. We're going to get some work done. Once you guys are in, go ahead and join the Telegram group, Facebook group, and drop a video of who you are. And you can start networking with the business besties that are already in the groups.
No, Corey. You're not talking right. You're not talking right. Corey's not talking right?
Jacqueline, congratulations. Okay, I did tell y'all I was going to drop my September grant list. Okay. Mr. Henry joined because he's trying to get new information about how to get hard money lenders, or you need funding. I got you, Mr. Henry. Jean, you got to check your email. All the emails are sent automatically once you get your ticket. They are sent automatically. Tanya wants to be financially independent. We're going to get you there, Tanya. We're going to get you there. Constance needs help with business structure. We're going to map all that out for you. You're going to know exactly what you need to do. Raven, go ahead and email my support team at support@seeyouatthebankuniversity.com, or you can text 817-883-4844, 817-883-4844, and say, hold my ticket, and my team will send you the link to get the ticket at the same price. It's on my screen right here, Mr. Henry, 817-883-4844. That's the number that you can text. Or you can just email support@seeyouatthebankuniversity.com. Now, I am about to post my bonus. Okay, I said if y'all stay on this call, I was going to give you a grant list. And here's my disclaimer. This is not the grant list I sell on my website. Okay, the one I sell on my website has 900 business grants. This grant list is going to be the grants you can apply to for September. It's going to be $130,000 worth of grants on this list. Do not email my team saying, I got the grant list, but it didn't have the 900 business grants. I am emailing you a grant list bonus. It's going to be for grants you can apply to this month. It's going to be $130,000 worth of business grants. Do not take the link down and email my team and say, hey, I didn't get the grant list. We are not going to waste my team's time on a free grant list. I'm not paying them for that. Okay, so I'm about to drop the grant list in the chat. I need no one to comment. I need everyone to grab this link. Do not text my team. Do not email my team saying, I wrote it down wrong. I didn't get. If you don't get it tonight, you just don't get it. Okay? My team is not about to be dealing with freebies. So I'm about to drop the link to the grant list. No one comment. Everyone just grab the link out of the chat. Y'all ready? Okay, here we go. I'm dropping the link. Go ahead and grab it out the chat. Go ahead and grab it out of the chat. It's going to be a Google Doc. And we can apply for those grants. The grant I went over tonight, the Galaxy A Star grant, is also on that list. It's due on September 30th, a free $2,950. Don't even have to have an LLC to apply. There is a lot of free money out there. You just have to apply for it. So I dropped the grant list. Everyone just copy that link, save it into either your notes, save it on a doc. Just save that link. It's going to give you access to grants you can apply to in September. I do have a larger grant bundle on my website. So I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited to see these transformations. I'm excited to see the light bulb go off in your head when you finally realize I know exactly what to do. I'm excited to see the light bulb when y'all realize I can really market my business this simple. When you realize how simple it's going to be to make you a digital product, you can make it in a weekend and sell it and just have some free money coming in. I'm excited. I'm excited. So if you are still trying to check out, give me a 2 in the chat so I don't just close you out on everyone. If not, I'm going to say we are good to go. Let me sure y'all have any 2s. Okay, Jacqueline joined because I want to know more about structuring my business and marketing and all that other information that you have to offer. Jacqueline, maybe you're going to get that. You're going to get, so just show up. Okay, Jonathan, I see you with your 2. I see you. If you already got your ticket, you already joined the Facebook group, Telegram group, you already booked your appointment with my sales team, you already got your email confirmation. Check your spam folders, check your promotional folders, check your other folders. If you guys got all of that, you guys are free to leave. I'm going to wait to make sure that, who is this, Jonathan? Jonathan gets his ticket. VIP. If you got a VIP ticket, I would say write down the questions you want to ask me. Tanya, the Facebook group link is going to be in the email. You're going to get an email of the link to actually join the Facebook group. Janisha, you're going to get a link to book with the sales team or to book with me for your strategy call. It's going to be a link in your email. So check your other folder, check your promotional folder, check your spam folder, because sometimes the emails go there. But I'm excited, y'all. Who's excited? Facebook is not going to be an instant in. Once you request, make sure that you answer all the questions, and then my team will approve you. Telegram, you get instant access, but I believe Facebook, they have to approve the request. Okay, who are we? Give me a 2 in the comments if you are still trying to get your ticket. If everyone is good to go. Janisha, did you buy a VIP ticket or a general admission? Okay, you should get a confirmation email. You're going to get a welcome email, and then you get team. Which email is the link to book the call on? I want to say it's either the second or the third email. Can you let me know, team? The VIP welcome email. So the subject line is going to say welcome email. Look for that. And you'll have a whole bunch of links. You want to just look. I want to say it's going to be a Calendly link that you're looking for to book your discovery call. Okay, I do not see any 2, so I think everyone who's trying to get their ticket is good to go. For those who are saying, hey, can you wait till Thursday or Friday? Here's my support email, support@seeyouatthebankuniversity.com. Or you can text my team at 817-883-4844. If you like this information, if like someone else wants to hear it, I'm having another class like this on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, awesome, Janisha. Yes, check your junk folder. Nakia, the VIP package comes with none of that. Okay, 215. What are you saying, 215? Nakia, that's something different. Oh, Nakia said thanks. Okay. You're welcome, Nakia, girl. You're welcome. All right, everyone, have a fabulous night. Thank you for joining my webinar and trusting me with your business bestie, with your business baby. Have a great night, and I'll, of course, see you at the bank. Good night. Okay, TikTok and Instagram, y'all need to get my ticket to get into my 5-day business challenge. If you need help structuring your business, if you need help funding your business, you need help marketing your business, if you need help understanding how to sell digital products, I am having another class on Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern time. You can click the link in my bio, and you want to click free masterclass. If you like, girl, I'm going to stop playing and be for real, then click the link in my bio for my 5-day business challenge, October 20th. Ain't no challenge like my challenge. Ain't no one bringing the heat how I'm bringing the heat. I'm just going to toot my own horn. Toot, toot. But there is no need to go into 2025 not with a properly structured business. Not even phrase. Not with a profitable business. Like, we don't start business over here. We have profitable businesses, meaning we are bringing home money out of our business. We're going to have, we're going to be responsible in getting any kind of debt. We're not just going to just get all this funding and not have a plan to do with it. And then we have the monkey, which is stress around your neck. We're going to learn how to market our business, how to get our target audience to our website, to our brick and mortar. We're going to learn how to win grants with no prior grant writing experience. We're going to learn how to structure our business for maximum funding and for asset protection. So when something happens, we don't lose everything. So if you're like, girl, I ain't stop playing with myself, stop playing. Instagram comment challenge, TikTok, YouTube. Click that link in my bio for my 5-day